In this video, I'm going to break it down for you, the expectations versus reality in print on demand. You may go into print on demand thinking one thing, and it's actually a totally different thing. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts. I've been designing and selling t-shirts online since 2005, and my channel is all about helping you to design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you'd like to learn how to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. So this video was inspired by those memes where you see the expectation versus reality, and they're really funny, and that's because there's some truth to it. So I went to my Facebook group and posted something about expectations versus reality, and I got a lot of answers, and so I'm sharing those answers with you in this video. Some of these answers may surprise you, so you're going to want to stay till the end to see all of them. So this video is great for those who haven't started print on demand yet, great for those who are just starting print on demand so that you know the realities, and it's also good for those who have been doing print on demand for a while. You can fact check me and make sure that what I'm saying is correct. So lots to see in this video. I got 10 of them in here, 10 expectations versus reality, and we're just going to go through 1 through 10. So let's get started with expectation number 1. So expectation number 1, anyone can do this and make money, just put up lots of designs. The reality is customers actually prefer well-executed and clever designs over poorly made designs. So I see this all the time with new sellers. A lot of them are under the impression that all they have to do is create designs, whatever designs they can create, and put them all up on print on demand. And that really isn't the case. So there needs to be some sort of quality to the designs. You're selling to people. You need to remember that people are actually buying these designs. You can't just put up a load of designs, a ton of them, and if they're not good, people aren't going to buy them. That's just the reality of it. So people are looking to buy good designs, funny designs, things that they actually want to wear. You cannot just put words on a t-shirt randomly, different colors, different fonts, and expect people to buy them. So you need to do some research on what people actually want to wear and want to buy, and then you can start selling t-shirts. So don't go into print on demand thinking that it's really easy to make designs and get sales right away, because that's not the reality. Expectation number 2. I got so many ideas that I think will sell. The reality is your ideas probably won't be what people want to buy. So I fell into this trap, and this was my expectation as well. As designers, we think this is cool and this is cool and this is cool. But the reality is we need to design things people actually want to buy. So if those two things line up, then that's great. But a lot of times in our head, we think something is really cool, something that we actually would wear maybe or buy, or just think that this is a cool drawing and people would love it. So you have to do a lot of research and figure out what kinds of things are people gravitating towards. Are there trends that people are looking for? Are there certain niches that people want? Are there certain topics? You should be designing for what people want to buy, what people are looking for and want to buy. The same thing like before. Just research goes a long way. And when you start getting sales and you start doing some things, then you can start doing your designs. But it's really frustrating to put all your ideas up there and no one wants to buy them because they don't know who you are yet. You don't have a certain style yet. And so you may not get those sales right away when you're thinking that some other people, you see some other shops that are really niched down and they have their own quirky style and they're getting lots of sales. And that's because they probably built a following already. And so in the beginning, you're going to want to design for things people want to buy so you can get those sales and get people noticing your stuff, and then slowly building your brand and design something for your brand and your niche, and then do those kind of things. So keep those ideas in the back, put them on a notebook and stuff. You may want to come to those later, but in the beginning, you're going to want to design things that people want to buy. Expectation number 3, I should start seeing sales within a few days. The reality is it can take up to 3 months, even with 100+ designs and uploading every day. So I get this one a lot in my DMs. I haven't seen any sales yet, and then I ask, how long have you been doing print on demand? The reality is it can take a long time for you to get your first sale, your first few sales, even if you're putting up a lot of designs on there. I think a lot of people may have expectations that print on demand is some quick money, passive income, and all of that. the reality is it can take a while for it to build up. Yes, you can make a lot of good money on print on demand, but it is a long, long road. So don't expect going into print on demand selling right away, especially 2-3 weeks in, and especially if you're on Merch by Amazon, because you only have 10 designs that you can put up right away. And so it's going to be really hard for you to get sales on just 10 designs. Where the real money is for print on demand is after years and years of putting lots and lots of different designs up, and not only lots of designs, but well-researched designs. So for those that have been on print on demand for a while, they've researched and found out what niches are doing really well, and so they can design for those things and in turn get a lot more sales. So that's the reality. Slow sales in the beginning, and then you'll get more sales in the end. So think about this as a 2, 3, 4-year project. It's going to take you a while to build up to some of the things that you're seeing on print on demand, where people are sharing that I made thousands and thousands of dollars each month. That comes after doing this for a long time, month after month, week after week, day after day. So this is going to take a while and not just a few days. Expectation number 4. Most of my designs are good and should get at least one sale. The reality is about 80% of what you upload will never sell. So this is a hard reality for everyone in print on demand, and that is most of your designs actually won't sell. So that's why it's super hard when you're starting out on Merch by Amazon, because you only have 10 slots, 10 designs that you can put up. And the reality is you probably will only sell 1 or 2 of those. And so it's really hard to get that sale, that first sale, the first couple sales before you start making more and more and can tier up. So even some of the best designers don't sell everything they put up there. They may look good to you, but they may not be something that the audience actually wants. So I just wanted to put this out here to let you guys know, even if you're a really good designer, you may not sell everything. And that may be an expectation that, oh, I'm going to put up 10 designs, all of them are going to sell. So you're already counting how many sales you're going to get. And that's not how it works on print on demand. So be aware of that. Just don't get discouraged. Just keep putting up designs. And, you know, if you have 10,000 designs, 20% of that is still a lot of designs that are selling. So make sure that you're doing a good research and just be aware of the 80-20 rule in this case. Expectation number 5. I would like to make thousands of dollars a month from print on demand as passive income. The reality is you'll be lucky to get $100 a month at first, and it's not that passive. So you may be watching videos on YouTube or other places that show that people are making thousands and thousands of dollars a month with print on demand. And that is true. There are some people that are doing that, but the reality is they've been doing it for a while. So in the very beginning, you're not going to get thousands of dollars a month. You'll probably make somewhere between $100 and $200 those first few months. In the very first month, you may not even get any sales. Like I said, it may take 3 months before you get a sale. But in those first few months, when you're starting to make some money, it's going to be in the hundreds and 200s. Like I said, it's going to be a long road, and it's not very passive. You may be thinking, I'm going to just upload 1,000 designs, push it all on the internet, and sit back and watch the money roll in. That's not how it works either. Consistency and patience is part of the game for print on demand. So don't go into print on demand thinking that you're going to make thousands of dollars right away and you don't have to do any work. It's actually the opposite. The reality is it's a lot of work every day, every month, every week, and it's going to take you a while before you get to that spot where you're making thousands of dollars a month. So expectation number 6, I can just follow trends, copy what has been done before, and get lots of sales. The reality is you get more sales by being clever, original, and standing out from the competition. So a lot of people have seen these trend videos. I've made some of these trend videos. And when you look at these, you think, well, a lot of these trends are selling. All I have to do is create designs for these trends and I'll get some sales and this will be great. The reality is trends, yes, get some eyeballs on it. People are looking for trends, but there's a ton of competition there. So the only way to get some sales on there is to be unique and stand out. And that could mean not following the trends as well. So you may do a unique design for a topic that people are very interested in. Your design needs to stand out in those search results. So make sure that when you're doing a design, whether you're doing it for a trend or a hot niche or something that's evergreen, make sure that your design is something that stands out, is very unique, and people actually want to look at it and buy it and wear it on their t-shirts. So trends do not guarantee sales. All trends are doing is to help you get eyeballs. When people are searching for it, people could find your design on page one. It is your job to make sure that when people see your design, that they want to buy it. Just because they see your design on page one doesn't mean that they're going to buy it right away. There's lots of other options out there. Yours needs to be the best option in that results. So expectation number 7. The expectation was I would spend all my time creating lots of cool designs. The reality is more than half my time is uploading, writing copy, and finding the right keywords/tags. So this is one that I wrote myself, and going into print on demand, I had lots of ideas that I would be drawing and designing because I'm a designer. I wanted to spend my time just making lots of cool designs and then upload them quickly to print on demand and get some sales, and then go back into drawing and designing. The reality is more than half of your time is actually coming up with keywords, titles, brand names, descriptions, doing the research on what actually sells or doesn't sell. So your design time is actually less than half of the time that you're doing. Designing is a big part of it, as far as you need to design really well and it needs to look really well on a t-shirt. But as far as time goes, it's only about 50% of what you're doing for your total time for print on demand. Expectation number 8, not infringing intellectual property is easy, just don't copy stuff like Marvel and Disney. The reality is there are a lot of trademark phrases that you wouldn't think are trademarked. So going into print on demand, you may have heard that you shouldn't be copying other people's things, you should avoid trademark stuff, and you may think this only includes big corporations or big identities as like Disney and Marvel and Harry Potter, and don't do those big things. The reality is there's so many things in the US market that are trademarked. So you're gonna have to go to USPTO and check trademarks every time you upload stuff. Before you upload anything, go on there. There may be words and phrases that you may not have thought about that are actually trademarked. I know I went and I've done a few designs already that I thought nobody has this trademarked. I'm just going to put it up. Why would anybody trademark this? And it comes back as a strike to your account that you are infringing on trademarks or copyright. So make sure you do your research before uploading anything. You do not want to get a strike on your account. You don't want to get your account taken away just because you didn't check on trademarks. Even something as silly as the word sassy or phrases or puns that you think are really funny, some people have trademarked them even though they probably shouldn't, but they have the trademarks for them, and you can't do those anymore, and your design will be taken down and you'll get a strike against your account. So be very, very careful with this one. So do your research, make sure that you're doing something that's not trademarked and not copyrighted, and you should be fine. So expectation number 9, advertising on social media is easy and will bring in lots of sales. The reality is advertising works if you know what you're doing and have something people want to buy. So this is a common misconception that when you go into print on demand, that I'm just going to make lots of designs, advertise them, put them on Facebook advertising or whatever, and the money will just start coming in. The reality is advertising is really tough. Some people have figured it out. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't put much time into it, but there is a good way and a wrong way to do it, and most people don't know what they're doing when it comes to advertising. You have to know the right keywords, you have to know the right people to advertise to, and more importantly, you need to have something people actually want to buy. So don't think that you're just going to create all kinds of designs and then just put advertising in and people are going to magically want them because you advertised to them. You have to start with something people actually want to buy. So advertising is hard. You really need to know what to do there. Maybe take a course or just study it really well before you start putting lots and lots of money on it. You can waste a lot of money just trying to figure it out. And you need to start with products or t-shirts that people actually want to buy. You may want to wait until you get some sales on these t-shirts, because then that will tell you that people actually want to buy those, then advertise those things. So that is my tip, is to figure out advertising before you spend lots of money on it, and make sure you have something that people actually want to buy. So for expectation number 10, I know all of these seems like a bummer, like, oh, it's not as good as I thought, but this one is a little twist. So this is one of my expectation realities on my Facebook group, and I really love this one, so I saved this for the last. So sometimes your reality is better than your expectation. So here's expectation number 10. So the expectation is, I can make a few extra bucks for vacation as a side hustle, but the reality is, you could quit your job and make it a full-time income. So the reality is, if you spend lots of time on this and work this, print on demand actually can make you enough money to do it full-time. There's a lot of people that do print on demand full-time. I hope to get there one day, but you can make a lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars actually each month, if you are patient and have consistency and are continually learning what to do and how to do it. It takes a long time. It may take you a few years, but after those few years, and you know what you're doing, you kind of get into the rhythm, you can actually do this full time. So this is a great twist on this expectation versus reality. The expectation is going in that you may not be able to do this, you're just doing it as a side thing. But the reality is, it can turn into something more for some people who want to do it and want to push hard on it, and who want to, give it their all and figure it out. So if you have something special that you can share with other people, that people want to buy and actually gravitate toward your things, you can do really well on print on demand. So that is it for this video, my expectations versus realities video. Hopefully this video was really helpful for you. If it was, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps in the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to this channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. And before I end this video, I wanted to ask a question of the day, and the question of the day is this: what was your expectation versus reality? Leave those in the comments right there. I'd love to hear it. I'm sure there's more of those on here. A lot of you who have been doing print on demand for a while probably have a lot more expectations versus realities. I would love to hear it in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and if you want to see more videos on how to design and sell t-shirts online, make sure to click on these videos right here. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.